Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. I've got something interesting for you. Our familiar sovereign citizen from yesterday's video is back again, appearing in front of Judge Simpson the very next day. And let me tell you, Judge Simpson has absolutely no patience for any kind of confusing sovereign-style arguments. This hearing gets straight to the point, and things get tense pretty quickly. So, let's jump right in and see how it all unfolds.
Case People versus Thomas Styron. Here we go.
The public defender Otello on behalf of Mr. Styron, who stands to my left. Well, let's talk to the judge about that. Right?
We've been through this. Seems to be some confusion.
What's the confusion?
I've stated multiple times on the record that I wish to represent myself.
Well, I thought we got rid of that issue the last time.
Yeah, I thought so too. I spoke to this gentleman right here and expressed my wish to represent myself as well.
All right. Well, if he doesn't want you, I mean, we'll figure that out in a moment. So, Mr. Styron, we're going to go through this again. What do we want to do in this case? You understand what you're charged with, sir?
So, I understand what the charges are against me, yeah.
Okay, look, you're going to have to give me straightforward answers to my questions because I've got to make sure that you understand certain things. I got to do certain things here.
From my understanding,
you understand, first of all, that if you do indeed direct, you want to smile about it and laugh about it, take him back. We'll call him out later. Take him back. You keep laughing. You laugh one more time, that's 30 days. Go contempt. Look it up.
There's a reason Judge Simpson is one of this community's favorite judges to watch. Maybe it's because he's compassionate and fair, or maybe it's because he doesn't hesitate to hold people accountable when they act out in his courtroom. Our sovereign citizen makes another appearance a little later, returning for a second round. And honestly, it's even more surprising than the first. Things definitely escalate, and the judge handles it in a way that...
Court calls the case of the People versus Styron. Recall. State your name.
my name is Thomas Styron. Living man.
Mr. Styron, you are before the court. You have elected to represent yourself. I do have to advise you that you have 3 counts against you. The first count is that of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
This is under the assumption that you're compelling me to identify as Thomas York Styron, the legal entity on this case.
I believe that you are. Do you understand the nature of the charge, sir?
I don't understand how the name you have on the case and who I am is 2 different people.
I have a complaint, Thomas Styron II. Do you understand that that individual is charged with fleeing and eluding 3rd degree?
So,
do you understand the nature of that charge? You just need to answer my question.
For the record,
take him back, and when he decides he wants to cooperate, we'll bring him back. Maybe. I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days!
Well, when you make reckless choices, you end up facing the consequences. Now he's been given a 30-day contempt sentence, and we haven't even made it through the full hearing yet. He comes back for a 3rd time, but it's clear he still hasn't learned anything from the earlier warnings. The situation keeps building, and each return just makes things more...
Recalls case, People of the State of Michigan versus Thomas Styron II. Styron, you are before the court on a felony complaint that does allege count 1. But I'm going to presume, since you do not want to answer the court's questions, that you understand English and understand what I'm saying. You are before the court on 3 charges. Count 1 is the charge of fleeing and eluding 3rd degree under the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration or $1,000 fine plus court cost, and would require the Secretary of State to suspend your license for up to 1 year upon conviction. Count 2 is assaulting, resisting, and obstructing a police officer. That is a felony or high court misdemeanor punishable by up to 2 years incarceration and or a $2,000 fine plus court cost. Count 3 is a misdemeanor offense of operating with a license suspended, denied, and or revoked. That is a misdemeanor as indicated, punishable by up to 93 days, $500 fine plus court cost. Your vehicle could be subject to immobilization. Since you refused previously to answer my acknowledgement as to whether you understand that, I will assume that you understand what you're charged with.
Well, that's certainly one way to handle it. If he keeps refusing to confirm that he understands the charges, when it's obvious he does, the court can simply acknowledge that he's aware and move forward anyway. Judges aren't required to play along with the delays, and at some point, the process has to continue, no matter how uncooperative someone chooses to be.
You are also entitled to be represented by counsel at this and all subsequent proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney would be provided at public expense to represent you in this matter. You are entitled, as indicated, to be represented at this proceeding, all subsequent proceedings, including your preliminary examination, and if the matter were to proceed by trial, you would be entitled to counsel. It is, as we have gone through with the previous proceedings, the court's understanding that you do not wish to be represented by counsel, and that this matter will then proceed forth with you representing yourself. I have to advise you that in representing yourself, the court will make the presumption that you understand the Michigan court rules, those regarding both procedure and those regarding evidence. The court will not be providing any legal assistance to you during the course of those proceedings, and will hold you to the same standards that I would hold an attorney representing or practicing before this court. So, with all of that, and with the court's understanding that you do not want to be represented by counsel, I will set this matter for its next proceeding.
You understand I'm the beneficiary, not the trustee, right?
That will be the preliminary examination. I will set the preliminary examination. Has discovery been provided to the defendant?
Your Honor, he was previously represented by the public defender. I don't know if he turned over the paperwork to him.
Does anybody from the public defender's office know whether or not the defendant has been provided discovery? Mr. Odetella. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Your Honor, we have the discovery. I have not been able to share that discovery with Mr. Steyer, and I tried to speak with him and go over it, but I'd be happy to turn that over to him at first available.
All right. If you would either turn that over to the court officer so that they can provide that to Mr. Steyer so that he has the discovery, and if you could do that today, I would appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm setting the preliminary examination. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
The people would have their witnesses available June 11th. Set this matter for preliminary examination in person, June 11th, 2024, 9 a.m. That is before me. Defendant, as was leaving the courtroom the last time, the court did find the defendant in contempt, sentenced him to 30 days. The defendant will serve that sentence. The court will sign the judgment sentence regarding the contempt.
I don't understand how that's possible.
Because no matter what website you use to buy your sovereign citizen paperwork, the court truly does have jurisdiction over you. That's why these proceedings are happening in the first place. The law doesn't disappear just because someone finds a document online claiming otherwise, and the judge isn't required to pretend it does.
So first of all, watch your
language. You're
language.
treating me as if I'm the trustee, or I don't want to partake in any trust fraud or anything like that. Is this a CESQV trust matter? Involved in this? Is my social security number attached to this at all? Go figure.
Mr. Styron, whoever you wish to be addressed as, I'd suggest that you watch yourself because there's going to be more time coming. You keep it up.
You're
You will
presuming
learn,
that
you
you're
will learn how to conduct yourself appropriately in these proceedings in this courtroom and before me. You will not in any manner whatsoever
You're trying to
disrespect
compel me
me
to be somebody I'm not.
or this
You
institution.
have no evidence
It will not
to prove that
happen.
I'm who you say I
You
am.
will not talk to me in that fashion.
In what fashion? I'm not the one being unethical.
Very good. You'll serve the 30 days. We'll see. We'll see him on the 6th. Bond continued.
All right, everyone. That brings us to the end of today's video. He's scheduled for another court date on June 11th with Judge Simpson, and then another on June 26th with Judge Washington, who is basically the equally firm, no-nonsense counterpart to Judge Simpson. It should make for some very interesting hearings. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button. If not, feel free to hit dislike. Don't forget to leave a comment below and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss any of my upcoming content. Thanks for watching.